So I'm just getting ready for Sunday lunch here. We're going to have some roasted Hasselback potatoes and this topside roast beef. I'll also put together a gravy. This is what you can see me chopping up here. This chopped onion, chopped carrot, and there's also some chopped sweet potato in this particular gravy. This will be the base. Once the beef has roasted down on top of the vegetables, it releases those juices in the oven, becomes like a beef stock, and then we will pour out all of that gravy base and we can blitz it up with a handheld blender into a nice, smooth, highly nutritious gravy. This is a wonderful gravy to teach your kids to love. They will have it over every roast meal that you make, and they will have no idea how many vegetables they are eating. This beef roast just arrived today. It was delivered to me. I ordered this off a website that is new to me called Provenir. Now, I've never purchased from Provenir before. This will be the first time I will be trying this beef. I found their website while looking for online butchers. Now, what stood out to me about Provenir and why I chose them is, well, one, they had a sale on some of their beef mince, and the price per kilo turned out to be very similar to what I would pay at the supermarket for grass-fed beef mince. So it was around $16 per kilo, and also they advertise that they have the stock processed on the farm. So if I can find an online butcher who sells direct from the farm to me, or I can buy directly from the farmer, that is always my preference. However, the price has to be comparable to the supermarket for me to be able to fit that into our budget. In this case, this topside roast was around $30, which is very similar to the price of grass-fed beef in the supermarket at the moment. This was a 1.5 kilogram roast, so I was really happy to give this a go. I really enjoy spending my dollars on independently owned businesses whenever it's possible. Now, while that roast is cooking in the oven, I'll go out and feed the cows. The grass is starting to slow down with its growth here as we enter the cold period of the year, so I do need to supplement their feed with hay. Now, we ordered about 20 or maybe 25 bales of hay probably 4 months ago or so, and we have been feeding the cows regularly since then. As you can see, the hay shed's starting to look a little empty. We are going to have to order another delivery of hay very soon. That's something I have to budget for. It can cost between $300 to $400 or even more. Hay prices are seasonal, just like a lot of things. Back inside now and time to serve up dinner. I've just taken the Hasselback potatoes out of the oven. They are a little well done, but we all enjoy crispy potatoes, so nobody will mind. Now I'm just pouring that gravy base and the beef stock into a glass jar. I'm actually going to add a little boiling water with this as well, just to thin out the gravy a bit, as it was quite thick. Now, when this is blitzed up, you just add salt and pepper to taste, and I always add a dash of apple cider vinegar. It seems to make the flavors come alive a bit more. I was very happy with the flavour of this roast. Top side does do better if you cook it at a more moderate temperature and just take it a little more slowly. So maybe about a 160-degree heat. And for that hour and a half roast, I would say it should be in there for at least an hour. Then you'll want to take it out and just test for doneness. But in this case, I did leave it in for 1 hour, took it out. I should have let it rest a bit longer. It was still quite rare in the center, but perfectly medium rare on the outer cuts. And that was fine for this Sunday lunch because we just cut the outer slices, and then the inner, which is more rare roast beef, I'm saving for leftovers, and that will be just perfect to use for other meals or just to enjoy a cold slice from the fridge, which is totally delicious. Particularly as a leftover sandwich on fresh sourdough bread with butter and maybe some mustard. That is my ideal way to use up leftover roast beef. So thank you for joining me here at Valley View Living today. If you're new here, welcome. This is where I share all kinds of homemaking and homesteading content. If you like this kind of content, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. And I would love to see you again next time.